Shalom family. I'm back again with life within the borders. The last video I want to say toot off all those that left those positive comments, and the video was it was received with a lot of energy, and the people really needed to hear it. They asked for more, and so I'm coming back with part two. You know, before I did that video, the Most High was pressing on me about doing that videos, and I know you don't understand, but there's a lot of messages that he gives me, and when I release them, it's a load off, it's a release. But this video, he pressed on me to do it, and I did it. And my wife, again, she was in the comment section, and she reads the comments, and she told me you should do a video explaining to the people what life is like over here. And she didn't know it, but the video was already done, and it was in the computer. All I had to do was upload it, and I told her I've already done that. But the Most High knows what his people need and when we need it. Okay, this is part two, life within the borders. And there was something that I did forget, and I said it at the end of the video. I said it seems like it's something I'm forgetting, and this is what I forgot to mention. He doesn't, and I kind of made mention of this before, but for new people that may not understand, right now the Most High doesn't want us to hook up with anyone. He's not wanting us to come together. It's not time for us to build our own community and come together. Now, if it's someone you knew from the States, that's different. It's okay to someone you've known. If it's someone, if it's your family member, and again, we have to be led by the Most High. Why? Because, as I said in older videos, we have rebels among us. They are among us. The rebels are among us. Wherever we are, they are among us, and they are against us. And the time will come when we come together, and those rebels will be cut off. He wants us to depend on him and depend on him only. People like to ask me, where are you at? I want to come where you are. And I want to fellowship with my family, with your family. That sounds great. That sounds wonderful. But the problem is the Most High have to be in this. I can't do this on my own. We have to be led by him. And if he doesn't say, okay, your family can come with my family, then I can't do it. So I want everyone to understand. I would long to fellowship, to open up my home and welcome my brothers and sisters. And we sit down and you become a part of our Shabbat. And you will understand how, I mentioned before, there's things that we go over in our Shabbat class. They're so deep, they're so rich, because it's not like these videos that I'm doing, which is only 15 minutes, which there's a lot of scripture that come out within these 15 minutes, but we sit down and we go inside and we bounce things off of each other, and it's absolutely wonderful. Okay. The killings in America, I want you to understand this. In America, we know how the people die in the streets. Shootings, guns, our people being murdered daily. I don't care which city you're from. Right now, they're saying Baltimore, Maryland is the most deadliest city in the country. And it's killings after killings after killings. I have many family members in Baltimore, Maryland, and it's killings after killings after killings. Well, when you come over here, that's one thing you don't see. You don't see these killings. You don't see people in the street getting gunned down and shot down. It doesn't happen over here. And this is something that will not be on your 6 o'clock news. And when they do something over here that they create, you know what I'm saying? When they do something over here that they create, and they say, look what happens. Look what happened over here. Well, that's something you created. So it's you don't see the death. And our people, yes, we are safer here than you are in America. You're safer here than you are in America. I would take my chances, as I said, out in the countryside before in America, because it's so dangerous. Another thing, I said in the last video, the people in the city, you're safer in the city. Okay, here's the reason why. The people here, and this is the difference between over here and over there. You have Ishmaelites. They know they are from Ishmael. They know this. So whether they're Muslim or Christians, they all understand we're one family and they treat each other as such. I've never seen them argue about their religion. One Muslim, one Christian. They don't do that. That only happens in America. Why? Because it's the land of confusion. It's the land of wickedness. They don't do it. They help each other out. If one needs help, the other is there to help them out. Let me tell you, you being a foreigner over here, if you fall out in the street, people will surround you to help you. This is how it is. And when they do get angry at each other, you will hear them yell and fuss and argue, especially when they're driving. That's as far as it goes. They're going to jump in between them, and they won't stop them, and it goes no further, any further. It doesn't go any further. So they're one family, and they know it. And when they have a quarrel with each other, it's like you having a quarrel with your brother or your sister. They know they are family, and it makes them a whole lot closer than we ever seen. We never seen anything like this in America. In America, they call it the United States of America, but I've said it many times. It's all divided with different laws. All right, the food. I mentioned this before. The food is it's not poison like the food in America. The food in America is just horrible. It's full of poison. It's not poison. It's a lot healthier than the food in America. And even there are fresh fruits which grow here. It's very, very healthy for your bodies. Jobs. It's not difficult to find jobs. I don't know why people think it's difficult. It's not difficult. It's very easy. You will have problems with some of the people because they feel like you're a foreigner and you can get a job quicker than we can, and you can get a good job, and they tend to not like that, some of them. And so some of them, I've seen some of our people go through this. There's this little jealousy thing where you think you're something because you're American and you can get a job, you can get a better job than we can. And they just feel a little, they've been working on this job for a long time. A foreigner come in and they go up higher than those that's already been here. And it makes them feel, less than, and they don't particularly like that. Some of them. Unorganized. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you. They are some of the most unorganized. When you go to these jobs, you will find out they are some of the most unorganized companies you ever seen before. I don't know. They struggle with their organizational skills and they don't understand order. And so they do things any kind of way. And the people I work around, they know I don't like this. Don't come to me with something last minute. You know about this for 2 weeks and you're going to wait till the moment and then tell me? So they expect unorganizational skills. And again, let me bring a positive to this. This kind of favors us. Their unorganized skill, that favors us. Now, I'm not bringing out how and why it favors us, but you think about it. When you come here, you'll understand how it favors us for them to be unorganized. Okay, I must get into the cost of living. I didn't do this. And there was a video I used to have. YouTube removed this video I had in my playlist. It was unbelievable that video was removed. Okay, for electricity, I'm going to give you some numbers here so you can understand. For electricity, gas, water and your trash, you're going to pay approximately, in the winter time, it's cheaper. You're going to pay approximately $32. Okay, when it's hot, you use the air condition, it's going to go up. It goes up when it's hot in the summer months. You're going to pay approximately $56. And I'm giving dollars here so you can understand. If I give you the pounds, you won't understand how much that is in dollars. Rent. Okay, when it comes to rent, you want someplace nice and clean. You know, you don't want something raggedy and run down and dirty. You want something nice and clean. So your rent, it should be $167 to $340 per month. Now, there's some people here, they're paying much cheaper, but it's not clean. It doesn't look nice, and this is something that we wouldn't want to live in. And yes, these prices they come fully furnished. I'm giving you furnished prices. Of course, it's cheaper if you have your own furniture. Okay, money exchange. Do not exchange money with anyone in the street. You do not exchange money with anyone in the streets. You pay for cash for things at the airport only. You can get exchange at the airport. After that, do not spend dollars. You will lose your money. And this is the reason you don't need to use dollars. Okay, let me go to transportation. When you get here, you may be, at the beginning, you may want to take Kareem or Uber. Most of them speak English fluently, and you can keep up with where you're going. But after that, you should graduate. You should start taking the microbuses. Here's the microbuses, and it's very, you have to know where they're going, but it's very, very inexpensive. A microbus, it's like depending on your trip, 2.5, 3 pounds, which is only pennies. It's only pennies. This is a tuk-tuk. This tuk-tuk, you see the little small wheels, 3 wheels. This thing is illegal. But you see them all over, and they will take you from one place to another at a very inexpensive price. Most of them that's driving these, most of them do not speak English. So that's a problem for those that don't speak Arabic. Palm trees. You will see palm trees everywhere. And these palm trees, we wasn't used to seeing palm trees, but there will be palm trees everywhere. They're beautiful. And in the palm trees, there are dates. One palm tree can produce thousands of dates. So this is another thing you will find in these palm trees. And our people, our forefathers, they ate. This is part of their diet. The dates. And yes, we added dates to our diets. Never ate dates in America. And I know the dates in America are not the same as the dates here. Let's see. The weather. The weather is beautiful. The best weather I've ever experienced. The weather is very, very beautiful. In the winter time, there will be sandstorms. We passed this winter. We're coming out of winter, and we didn't experience a sandstorm this year. But since I've been here, there's been at least one sandstorm every winter, and it's very bad. You don't want to go out when there's a sandstorm, and actually, it's just high wind, and it's blowing dust and sand everywhere. And it's horrible to be in the midst of. We was fortunate to stay inside on each and every one of the sand dust that we experienced. Ramadan. During Ramadan, it's a very, how can I say it? They're fasting during the daytime. So we have to be mindful not to eat while they're fasting. And so we have to hide and eat. And it's kind of, frustrating, but that's something that we need to learn how to do. While they're fasting, we shouldn't be in their face eating food. They're fasting for the month, and they are again, if we're eating in front of them, it wouldn't be appropriate. So we have to be mindful of their fast. Okay, there may be another video, but I must get back on track with the message that the Most High give me. Shalom.